Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you this really summery and just vibrant eye look makeup. I really hope you enjoy it. It is super and easy to recreate for this summer weather that we're approaching. It is definitely coming in with a punch this year because here in Texas, we are definitely already feeling it close to the 3-digit mark. It is getting pretty hot in this area. I don't know where you guys are at, but if you are in Texas or around Texas, you can probably already feel it really strong. I just wanted to share this with you guys and see your thoughts about it. If you would like to know how to recreate this look, then please just keep on watching. To start off, I am going to begin by doing my brows. This is something that I always do in pretty much all of my makeup routine. Get them out of the way and not worry about them. Today I'm going to be using my brow definer from Anastasia, and I have this one in this shade dark brown. So I'm pretty much just going to start off by outlining my eyebrows, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill them in with the same brow definer. My eyebrows thankfully have kind of tamed themselves a little bit, so I haven't really done much to them. I have kind of plucked here and there a little bit of the hairs from the bottom part. Other than that, I haven't really touched them or done anything to them. Where I live here in Texas, which by the way, peep my shirt guys. So I am definitely repping Texas today. How awesome is this shirt? So I just wanted to show you that so that you could see. They have pretty much started to go somewhat back to normal where I live, and a lot of like stores and a lot of people have been going back to their jobs, but I still don't know about going out and just doing all of these things. To be quite honest, I just don't know if I'm ready to just get back to what we called normal before. So I don't think I'm actually gonna go out and do like my nails, my eyebrows, like my hair, none of that. I feel like I can still go a couple more weeks and just see how it plays out. These are only superficial things, so they're not really necessities. So yeah, I really don't think that I am just gonna bust out and start going out if I don't need to. Today I actually did leave the house. I did have to go get just some groceries and just stock up on some of the things that we had ran out. Did have to go to my Sam's Club, which is my favorite store to go to. If you have a Sam's near you guys, I love going to Sam's. Like Sam's is like my thing. I can be in Sam's, well, I could be before all of this happened. I could go into Sam's and just browse pretty much aisle to aisle. But I did have to go there, and I also had to just go and stop at Walmart to get a few other things that I didn't find in Sam's. So I did go and get some stuff, which by the way, I did not get my nails done. If you are wondering, I actually did get, while I was at Walmart, a press-on kit from Kiss. I have been reading and just seeing a lot of people doing that because of course of all of this that we can't get our nails done. I was like, you know what? On my last video actually I noticed that my nails were ratchet as it gets, and I was like, what was I thinking? I should have at least taken off my nail polish because it was all chipped. I actually broke all of my nails while we were doing our DIY at home. Anyways, I did get the press-on kit from Kiss. I actually did them today after we got back. I'm pretty happy with the results. I mean, they don't look as bad as they looked. I just got like a natural finish. I was actually going to add a coat of nail polish, but I just couldn't decide on what I wanted to do as far as the color. So I just figured I would just leave them like that. Probably I will browse more of the polishes that I have at home and see if I end up adding one or just leaving them like this. I really like how this looks because it just looks really natural. I don't know, maybe I'll add a polish and just change it up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and stop rambling and just go on to finish my other eyebrow, and then we'll resume the conversation because I really cannot talk and do my eyebrows at the same time. So I'll just go ahead and finish this up really quickly and we'll get back to our little chat. I finished off my eyebrows and I also added just a little bit of concealer to clean them up. I used my Believe Beauty concealer. This one is in the shade light beige. I am actually going to just do my face today, so I am going to switch it up a little bit, and I'm going to go into my face routine first, and then I'm going to go into the eye look. Today's eye look is going to be very simple, and I don't anticipate much fallout. And to begin with that, I am just going to add a primer so that we can smooth out these pores and just fill them in. I'm just going to be using the Tarte Poreless Primer. I really like this one because it is not super drying. It's actually a little bit hydrating, so I do like that from this primer, and it just really like smooths out the skin. And like I was telling you guys, I actually had to go into Walmart, so I got these Kiss press-on nails. I do really like how they came out. They were not hard at all to apply. I pretty much just kind of cut a little bit of my cuticle area. I also just buffed my nail, took off the polish I had. I will go ahead and insert a picture here so that you guys can see which ones are the ones that I'm wearing. The sizing pretty much was spot on. I didn't really have to do much filing after I applied them. I pretty much just filed the tips and the corners, and that was it. Other than that, I mean, they feel strong. I'm happy to see how they work, and I'm just gonna take a sip of this water here. Bomb.com. To follow along with the Believe concealer that I just used, I am going to pair it with the Believe Beauty Foundation. If you have not gotten a hold of this foundation, you are missing out. This foundation, it's under $5. The packaging is just super luxurious, and the performance above all is amazing, amazing, amazing. This is one of my favorite foundations so far for this year. I can wear it non-stop. Get your hands on this if you have not yet gotten it, because you will really enjoy the foundation. So I'm just gonna go in and apply a few pumps onto my face. To buff this in, I'm just gonna go in with my Morphe Y6 brush. I'm just gonna pretty much pat this in and just blend it all. I have recently been breaking out. I had not broke out in a very long time, but I feel like it is definitely my fault. I have been overindulging in hot Cheetos and just junk food. That's probably on me why I am breaking out. I probably should stop, but they're just too good, so I don't think I will. Well, maybe now that I broke out, yes, I'll definitely stop it and not overindulge. I've also kind of neglected my skincare routine, so I feel like that's also why I'm breaking out. I really need to get back on track with that, because your skincare is definitely #1 priority if you want for your makeup to look good. It all starts with your skincare, so if you do neglect that like I have in the past weeks, you're definitely gonna start noticing it in your face. So really keep up with your skincare because it is key. On my nose, I don't really like to apply a lot of foundation just because I do go in with concealer. I feel like there's just no need to add extra coverage on the nose. The more you add on your nose area, the more breakage that you're probably going to experience. Go in with a light hand around your nose area and you'll just see less breakage throughout the day. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. So I am going to be using, like I said earlier, my Believe Beauty concealer. And I'm just going to pretty much conceal under the eyes. I'm also just going to take a little bit more and add onto the forehead, down the bridge of my nose, around my mouth. Also, I'm going to add a little bit to the areas where I am breaking out. To blend the concealer, I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques face sponge. And I'm just gonna pretty much blend out the concealer that I just added. So I have been checking up on my video that I uploaded on Wednesday. I have seen that you guys really enjoyed it because that video is pretty much my top performing right now. So I definitely appreciate your support and just you watching the video. I 100% appreciate your support. So thank you so much for that. And that just tells me that you really enjoyed the video. So I will try to incorporate a little bit more of that into my channel and just review different items that I currently already love, and probably even start like just venturing on to different brands that maybe you guys enjoy. So definitely leave me below any recommendations on clothing brands that you enjoy using so that I can definitely check them out. I would really appreciate to hear your guys' feedback. But again, like I said, thank you so much for your support on that video. Okay, now that I have just blended out the concealer, I am gonna go in today and just do a little bit of cream contour. You do see a difference in just the enhancement of your face features. I am going to just do a little bit of that today, and I'm just going to be using the Anastasia Cream Contour Palette. I am going to just take this applicator. I feel like it really helps with just applying the cream contour to those very precise areas. I'm going to grab a little bit of this shade and this one together and just apply it around the forehead. I'm going to apply a little bit down my nose. And I'm also just going to add some here on my cheek. That's pretty much all that I'm going to do. I'm not gonna do a lot. To buff these out, I'm going to be using this very like flat and just skinny brush. This one is the white 12 from Morphe. Just going to start blending, and I'm going to focus the product upwards. I'm also just gonna push it towards the hairline. And then I noticed that if I pull it up like that, it just kind of blends in a little bit better, and it also kind of connects with the eyebrows, so it really just defines more the bridge of the nose. Just really go in and work the product. At first it can be a little bit difficult, especially if you add a lot of product. It is going to take twice as much time to go ahead and just blend everything out, so I would recommend to just start off with a little bit at a time. So I'm going to go in now and just apply the eyeshadow. I'm just going to take my Real Technique sponge and I'm gonna blend out any creasing that I might have had from the concealer that I applied earlier, and I'm just gonna blend it out. I didn't add any additional product, and I always damp my blenders, so I don't like to use them dry. I know a lot of people do use them dry, but to me, I feel like they're not performing as they should if I don't wet them. So I always use my blenders damp. Today I'm going to be using a palette that I've had in my collection for a while, but I never really like paid attention to it, and I don't know what I was thinking because it is thebomb.com. This is the Tempting palette from Trend Beauty. I actually looked up this brand and it is on Instagram, so you can definitely order from them online on their website, and the colors on this palette are just really pretty. They are gorgeous colors. And I feel like for this time of the year, they really go perfect. And I'm just gonna start off with this shade right here, this really pretty yellow tone. So I'm just gonna dip into this with this brush right here. And this one is from JAFRA. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with JAFRA, but I don't even know if it's still like sold. I know it had to do a lot with like skincare and just like lotions, but they also had like some makeup products. So yeah, if you're familiar with JAFRA, this is from that brand. I'm gonna be using this one to just pack on this shade, and I'm just gonna really dip into the eyeshadow and just pack on the brush. Just like that. I did not apply any powder to my eyelid area, so I left it as is. I did not set it because I feel like this color just goes on best without setting the eyelid area. So yeah, I'm just gonna go in and apply it directly. And I'm pretty much just going to be focusing this shade in my eyelid area. I'm gonna go ahead and just coat all of the eyelid. You do get a little bit of fallout, but it is not excessive, and the color is very light, so if you just brush it off afterwards, you're not gonna really mess up your face makeup. I am just going to keep on packing this shade until I reach the intensity that I like. As you can see with one, it's already looking super intense, so I'm just gonna intensify it a little bit more by adding another coat on top. So I'm just gonna go into the palette and just build up again some of that color into the brush, and I'm just gonna go in and apply it. And see, as I am applying it, I'm just pretty much packing it. I'm not really blending nothing, packing it and tapping it into the eyelid area. I really love this shade. When I applied it on my last attempt that I tried, I really liked how it's so vibrant. And honestly, all of the shades on this palette are all like that. They are super pigmented, and for the price, it is a very good palette. I definitely recommend these products, and if you want to check them out, like I said, you can find them on Instagram. I'm gonna have everything linked below, but I did check online, and this palette is like $12.50 if I'm not wrong. It is super affordable, and they have a lot of others that look just as good as this one. I really like how it's looking, so I'm just gonna leave it at that, and I'm just gonna move into the eyelashes. So today I'm gonna be using, it feels like I am recreating my Believe beauty haul again, because I'm going to be using the Believe mascara. This is High Drama Fiber Mascara. I really like this mascara as well. So I'm just gonna go in and apply a quick coat. I did apply a few coats of the mascara to my eyelashes. So today I'm not gonna go in with any falsies. I just really like how this looks. So I'm just gonna go in with my F18 brush from ColourPop, and I'm gonna brush off some of the fallout that I got from the eyeshadow. To set my concealer today, I'm going to be using my number 7 translucent powder. I really love this powder, and I have been using it lately. It is just super lightweight. I really like just how smoothing it also applies and leaves the skin area where I apply it. I'm going to apply some down my nose and around my mouth. And today, because I do really want to just feel very bronzed, I'm going to go in with my Hoola bronzer. This one is just the original one. I'm going to take the Y5 brush, and I'm just going to go in circular motions and set that area. With an e.l.f. blending brush, I'm going to take a little bit of that bronzer from Hoola, and I'm just going to run it down the bridge of my nose so that I can set the contour that I applied in that area. And then I'm just gonna drag it upwards to my brow area. I'm also just going to clean up the bottom of my cheeks where I applied the contour. So I'm just gonna take the flat side of my Real Technique sponge, and I'm going to apply some of that number 7 translucent powder. I'm just gonna leave it sit there for a little bit. In the meantime, I'm just gonna finish off the eye area. So I'm gonna just go in with one of these shimmery shades here on this palette. I'm gonna go in with this one right here. It's like a very just gold shade, really pretty. So it is definitely going to stand out. To apply that, I'm going to use this SHOPMISSA F138 brush. I'm also just going to mix in a little bit of the initial shade that I used on my eyelid. And I'm also just going to take my Trophy Wife Fenty Beauty highlighter. If I can open it first. Oh, I can't open it. I don't know if it's just me or it happens to everybody, but this packaging from Fenty Beauty, they make it opening. I can never open this compact. Never. I don't know if it's all of them or if it's just this one, but I have such a hard time opening it. I'm gonna just continue with this. Let's just keep moving, because if not, I'm just gonna rant my whole way out this video. So I'm gonna be using this E20 brush from ColourPop, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of that highlighter and I'm going to apply it to my inner corner. I'm also going to just apply a little bit to my cupid's bow here. And now I'm just gonna go in and clean up the rest of this powder that we have going on so that I can really just finish off the look. And I'm going to go in and apply a little bit of mascara to my lower lashes. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of blush. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. blush that I have. This one is called Always Cheeky. It's just like a very like pinky undertone. I'm going to be using this F21 brush from ColourPop. Now I'm gonna go in and just set my eyebrows. Today I'm gonna be using this Maybelline Brow Precise Fiber Volumizer. This one is in the shade, what is this? Deep Brown. To finalize, I am gonna go in with this lipstick from Believe Beauty. I actually just picked this up today. I didn't actually try these on my haul for Believe Beauty. I tried the liquid lipsticks, but I saw it today and I really liked the shade, so I was like, let me give this one a try because I didn't actually try it in the haul that I made. I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a quick swatch. This is how it looks. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and just apply it. It is really nice. The packaging again is like super luxurious. So good job, Believe Beauty. I do feel like I wanted a little bit more luscious. So I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This one is in the shade Diamond Milk. So I'm just gonna apply a layer on top. What I like to do after I use like this one, for instance, because it is such a light shade and you do get some of your lipstick on it, I just pretty much take like a wiping and I just wipe it off so that once I dip it back into the container, it doesn't stain the rest of the product. So that's what I do, and you can pretty much do that to like any clear gloss that you have. So I'm gonna apply a little bit of highlighter to the bridge of my nose and to my cheeks. And I'm just gonna grab this brush right here. I'm gonna dip into the same Fenty Beauty highlighter and I'm just going to apply it here to the top of my cheeks and to my nose and the bridge of my nose. I'm also going to apply a little bit to my forehead right here. So I'm just gonna go in and set the makeup. Today I'm gonna be using my Mario Badescu Rose Water. Set my makeup. This gives you just like a really natural finish and just really hydrates the skin. So here you have it. This is the completed look for today. I really like these tones. I just feel like they're calling the summer weather, which we are already experiencing here in Texas. So yeah, I just really wanted to share this look with you guys. Let me know your thoughts about it in the comments section. I would love to hear from you guys. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I loved hanging out with you as always, and thank you so much again for your support. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel before you go if you liked what you see. I hope you all are doing good and staying safe and healthy. I will see you guys on my next video very soon. Remember to stay scrumptious. Bye guys.